Hello and welcome to my channel. Now in this tutorial I want to show you a scarf. It's a very easy stitch to do a scarf. Only 2 rows repeat. I think it's, well, pretty much reversible. So this is the front and this is the back of the work. It's reversible. For this scarf I used this yarn. Well, too bad I didn't buy, when I bought this yarn, I didn't buy more. I just love this this yarn. It's called what? Gradation Glitter. I live in Japan. This is this yarn I bought from what you guys in the United States you call the Dollar Tree, and the name of the company is Daiso. I don't know. Besides this Dollar Tree store, I didn't see in other stores here in Japan this yarn. Maybe some stores they have. So for some of you, if you're gonna ask me where do I get or where you can get this yarn, I don't know. You know, because in Japan we have different brand names. Yeah. So this scarf has in inches, I think it has 62 inches long, and well, 62.9 inches long, and wide as 5.9 inches. Yeah. In centimeters, this scarf is long as 1 meter and 60 centimeters long and 15 centimeters wide. Yeah. So it's going to be a little bit longer if you put you know, tassels. Yeah. So this, for this scarf I used 3.0 millimeter crochet hook. And if you like to do this this scarf with thicker, I made a sample here and will look like this, a little bit thicker. So this is one side and this is the other side. So if you like to do a blanket, you know, a scarf, a hat, you can give it a try. So it looks like this. This yarn, it says that I should use 6.0 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah, so the yarn is kind of thick. So it's nice with this stitch that the sides are nice. So for a blanket, I think it's just perfect. Yeah. This will be the end. So if you like to put some border, if you choose to do a blanket, will be nice. Okay, well, let's do the stitch. The stitch is very easy, only 2 rows repeat. You can have this scarf with tassels. You can put tassels, or you just leave it like that. Yeah, but the corners might go, they're gonna go like this. So with the tassel might hold it down. Yeah, it's not gonna curve here. Yeah, well, the tassels, you can put them as close as you like or wide as you like, you know, it doesn't matter. But the scarf, this is the back of the scarf and this is the front. I like this yarn. I think it's beautiful, especially for Christmas holidays with this glitter. But I don't know where to tell you to find this yarn. You know, I live in Japan, so I can't tell you. The yarn, I bought it from what you guys call a Dollar Tree. You know, we say Daiso or 100 yen shop. You know. And for this yarn, for example, I kept this thing. 800 yen I paid for 8 skeins or 8 balls. You know. And it says Gradation Glitter Gray Winter Yarn, whatever. So I don't know. In Japan, maybe you can find some websites in Japan that they have and they ship in the States. That would be great. But for this that yarn, I just went to the store directly and I bought it. Okay, with this stitch, we're gonna chain even numbers. I have here 12. We're gonna do a small sample. So after you chain the multiples of 2 or even numbers, we're gonna skip the first chain, and into the second chain from the hook we're gonna go in there and do a single crochet, and in each chain we're gonna do single crochets. It's a very easy stitch, only 2 rows repeat, but this stitch is gonna eat some yarn. Yeah. I think I used 300 grams for for this scarf, plus the one side of the tassels. Yeah. Now depends how long you want the tassels, how short, how thick, how much you're gonna put. So in each chain we're gonna do single crochet, and after we finish this row, so the last chain is here, I'm gonna do a single crochet also, chain 1, turn your work, and now one more row of single crochet in each stitch. So the first stitch is here, we're gonna go in there and do a single crochet, move to the next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and so on in each stitch until we finish this row. And for this yarn I'm using 4.0 millimeter crochet hook, but because we work with puffs, I think depends, maybe you might like I show you the white sample, thick, maybe you should use a soft yarn if the yarn is thick, or maybe you like to use, you like thick even though it's puff. With the puffs, if the yarn is not soft, it's a little bit rigid and stern, the finished product. Yeah. So the last stitch, we're gonna go in there and do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now what are we gonna do? We're gonna do in the first 2 stitches we're gonna do single crochet. So we go to the first stitch and we're gonna do a single crochet, move to the next stitch, single crochet. Well, this stitch, I will have to say, it has 3 rows repeat in a way. Yeah. So the next stitch we're gonna do the puff. So you go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back into the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, and go back again and pull up another loop, yarn over and pull the yarn through all the loops. Into the next chain we're gonna do a single crochet. Now into the next stitch we're gonna do a puff. You can go as many times as you like. If you like the puffs to be thicker, then you're gonna go many times. I'm just going 3 times. For the the scarf, because the yarn is so thin, I went 4 times. So the next stitch, single crochet, and we're gonna alternate like this until we finish this row. Next stitch, a puff. So you go into there, pick up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again, pick up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again for the 3rd time, pull the yarn through all the loops, into the next stitch, single crochet. Into the next stitch we're gonna do a puff, 2, and the 3rd time, pull the yarn through all the loops. And because we started with 2 single crochets in the beginning, we're gonna finish the last 2 stitches with a single crochet. So you move to the next stitch and we're gonna single crochet, next single crochet, chain 1, and now so that this row that we started with 2 single crochets and we finish with 2 single crochets, it's 1 row that you're going to repeat. Then the next row will be single crochets in each stitch. So the first stitch is here, we're gonna go in there and do a single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, also single crochet, and so on in each stitch, single crochet. So next stitch, single crochet. It's a very easy stitch, this one. I said in the beginning 2 rows, but in fact it has 3 rows. Repeat. One of them is this one single crochet in each stitch. So the last stitch, single crochet, chain 1, and now 1 row you're gonna start with 2 single crochets in the beginning and you're gonna finish with 2 single crochets at the end. You're gonna do the next row single crochet in each stitch, and the next row it's gonna be in single crochet in the first 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3 stitches, we're gonna place in there single crochet. So you go to the first stitch, do a single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet. So we have 3 single crochets. So we're gonna go now to do a puff below, you know, where we have this puff, right on top of the puff, right there, right here. So we're gonna do a puff. So once, yarn over the hook, you go back again for the second, yarn over the hook for the third time, pull the yarn through all the loops into the next stitch, single crochet. So now we're gonna go below the next stitch, right here, underneath the stitch, we're gonna do a puff. So once, twice, and a third time, pull the yarn through all the loops into the next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch below, right here, underneath that stitch, we're gonna do a puff. So now, because we started with 3 single crochets in the beginning, we're gonna finish with the last 3 single crochets into the last 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, we're gonna move to the next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and into the last stitch, single crochet. You're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and you're gonna repeat the row with the single crochets in each stitch. So the first stitch is here, single crochet, move to the next stitch, single crochet, and so on, single crochets in each stitch until you finish this row. So the next row, when we're gonna start now, we're gonna start only with 2 single crochets in the first 2 stitches, and then a puff. So the last stitch is here, single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, and now you see we have the first 2 stitches, we're gonna do single crochets, and then we're gonna do a puff. So the first stitch is here, single crochet, move to the next stitch, single crochet, and now the next stitch below, right here, we're gonna do a puff. So once, twice, and the third time, pull the yarn through all the loops into the next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch, we go below, right here, and we do a puff. Next stitch, single crochet, and we're gonna alternate like this until we finish the row. So the next stitch, we go below, right on top of the puff, yeah. So we're gonna do a puff. Next stitch, single crochet, and the next stitch right below, on top of this puff from the previous row, we're gonna do a puff. And because we started with 2 single crochets in the beginning, we're gonna finish with in the last 2 stitches with single crochet. So next stitch, single crochet, and the last stitch, single crochet. You're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and you're gonna do a single crochet in each stitch across the row. And then the next row, after you finish the single crochet row, you're gonna start with the first 3 stitches, you're gonna put a single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, you're gonna do single crochets, then you're gonna do a puff, and you're gonna finish at the end with 3 single crochets in the last 3 stitches. In each stitch you're gonna put a single crochet. So that's about it. It's a very easy stitch. It goes really fast, especially if you have thick yarn. It's gonna go really fast. Yeah, this is with a thick yarn. It looks like this, and this is the back. So I think because they go like this diagonally, the puffs, they're not on top of each other. So if you like to do this stitch for a scarf, a blanket, whatever you like, I think it's nice. And it's warm. This one, it's warm. It's gonna be really warm. Let me put this a little bit that you can see. So if you choose to put tassels, I have on on my channel, you can search how to attach tassels for a scarf. If you choose not to have tassels, you can leave the scarf the way it is, yeah, like this, the ends. But like I said, they're gonna curve like this. So I think it helps if you put some tassels. Yeah. Well, this is the scarf. The stitch is very nice. Yeah, this is the back. Well, if you like, give it a try. And it goes fast, but it's gonna eat a lot of yarn. Yeah, so if you choose to do something, make sure that you have enough yarn, that you don't need to run to the store and buy more yarn, and let's hope that they will have enough. Yeah. So this is the scarf. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.